Hey everybody, and welcome to Polly's Crochet Creations. I'm Tori, your hostess. So what are we doing today? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely preemie hat. Now, let's move this into here, into the screen. Okay, so for this tutorial, we're going to need a pair of scissors, which I have right here. Pair of scissors. We are going to need a stitch marker. I'm going to use the stitch marker to show you how to do this. For beginners, it's probably advisable to use stitch marker. I've been doing these for like so long that I know how to do them. This is a preemie hat. It measures approximately almost 6 inches across and almost 6 inches, about 5 3/4 inches down. That's what the measurement is. So now you will need a crochet hook, which I have a 4mm crochet hook from the Dollarama. I did a review on these. You might want to check that video out. And you will need yarn. Now, you can use scrap yarn for this because it's like so, you don't have to use a lot of yarn. So I'm going to use some scrap yarn. And like I said, this is what we're going to make today. So we're going to start with round one. And I'm going to get my stitch marker ready. We are going to do the magic circle, and I just usually go like this. I take the yarn and I slide it underneath to make a loop. Now this is a little tricky because you're going to have to hold the loop and you're going to have to hold this till you make one chain. And it's okay if you have a long end, because you can always sew that in and snip it off at the end. So what we're going to do for the first round is we're going to do 6 single crochet in this circle. So we're going to go in, we're going to draw up a loop, and make sure you have both strands, you're holding on to both strands. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to go through 2. So that's the first single crochet. Go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. That's the second. Go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. That's 3. Go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. That's 4. Go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. That's 5. Go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. That's 6. So 6 single crochets. Now you want to make sure that you have 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you're going to take this strand here and you're going to pull it. So you tighten the circle. This first single crochet here, you're going to put your hook in because you want to close that circle, right? So you might have to play with it for a little bit. So I'm going to take this and hide it. Now you've got your hook in the first single crochet, and you're going to slip stitch. So you're going to pull through and pull through. All right, so now you have 6 single crochet. So round 2. We are now on round 2. We're going to chain 2, and this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So chain 1 and chain 2. Okay, then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go back into where you slip stitched right there, and you're going to do 2 double crochets. So you put your yarn in, or you put your yarn over, put your hook in, pull through 2, or pull up, pull through 2, and pull through 2. That's 1. And this is a split of yarn. Then you're going to go into the same stitch right there, and you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go in, draw up a loop, and you got 3 loops on your hooks. You're going to go through 2. Come on. And then you're going to go through 2. Okay, so that's 2. So the first stitch you're doing 2 double crochets. The next stitch right here, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 1. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 2. Yarn over, go in the same stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through 2. That's 3. So you got 2 double crochets in the first, 3 double crochets in the next. The next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 2. So you got 2 double crochets. So 2 double crochets, then 3 double crochets, then 2 double crochets. Your next stitch, you're going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 1. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 2. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 3. Your next one, you're going to do 2 double crochets in that one. So yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through 2. So there's your 2 double crochets. So your next stitch, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your last stitch is going to be 3 double crochets. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 2. And your last one, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that is 3 double crochets. So now we are going to slip stitch to this first double crochet right here. And the yarn, this yarn likes to split, so you gotta try and maneuver your crochet hook and make sure you got it all. So that's slip stitch. Now what I like to do is, for the single crochet rounds, I like to use a stitch marker at the beginning so I know where to end. So you're going to chain 1 right off the bat. Then you're going to go right where you slip stitched. Okay, you're going to put your hook in and you're going to pull up a loop. So you will be left with 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull through both. Now this here, let me stretch this out a bit. So this one right here, that is your first single crochet, and that is where I like to put the stitch marker. And I usually close it so I don't lose it. And you're going to do one single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so one single crochet. So you're going to put your hook in, pull up a loop for the next stitch, and go through 2. Put your hook in, pull up a loop, go through 2. Okay, so this is round 1, round 2, and then, sorry, I'm on round 3. I'm on round 3 right now. So round 3 is single crochets. You go in, pull up a loop, single crochet. 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 And you do this all the way around. And if it curls up like that, it's okay for the first part, because eventually it'll straighten out. So in, pull up a loop, single crochet, 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 get some more yarn, in, pull up a loop, single crochet, and your last stitch you go in, pull up a loop, and single crochet. So it's okay if it curls up like that. I don't have a problem with it. So this here stitch, like where you put your stitch marker, you're going to slip stitch into that stitch. Now you can use your stitch marker all the way through if you want, if it's easier for you as a beginner. So this next round, I take it out, and we're going to, for the next round, which is round 4. So this next round, you're going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch around. And we always make sure that this tail thing is down so we don't get it mixed up with the other yarn. So you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to go right back into that stitch, and you're going to do 2 double crochets. So this is 1 double crochet, and this is 2 double crochets. You go to the next stitch, right in here, yarn over and go in, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, go in, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. Trying to make sure that this is in the screen. Okay, so yarn over, go in, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Yarn over, go in, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Yarn over, go in, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Yarn over, go in, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Now the reason I'm continuing to do this the way I'm doing it, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, is because I want to get you the, I want you to get the gist of what's going on. After we do the increase rounds, then we will be doing just your normal single crochet for one round and double crochet for the next. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Now this is the pattern that I did that when I was reading it, I couldn't really understand it. So I just kind of tossed the pattern away and 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. So I just tossed the pattern away and I just flubbed that. So I am off work until further notice. Last week I bent over and I had excruciating pain in my lower spine, and I went to emergency the next day and they told me that by the sounds of it, it's like it's a herniated disc. So I'm, like I said, I'm off work until further notice. So right now, sorry, I made a mistake here. I'm just trying to fix it. So let's slide this over a little bit. Right now I'm going to be in the process of applying for EI, and so now I've got my 2 double crochets in each stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch to this very first double crochet. Finish off the double crochet right here and slip stitch to the very first double crochet. Alright, so let me just pause this for a second. Okay, sorry, I had to take a drink. I have my PayPal in the description box down below, and if anybody could be kind enough and to donate to the channel, all the money that is donated to the channel goes back into the channel with yarn reviews, tutorials, I show yarn, and I'd greatly, it's not expected, but I would greatly appreciate it. So the next round, which is round 5, we're starting. So we're going to chain 1 for round 5 because we're alternating between single crochet rounds and double crochet rounds. We're done the increase rounds. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to go in to the first stitch that you slip stitch through. You're going to pull up a loop and you're going to go through 2. So that is your first single crochet right there. I take a stitch marker and I put it in so that I know where I'm ending or where I'm slip stitching. The reason I do that is for newbie crocheters. There's nothing worse than getting to the end and going, where did you start with a single crochet? So the next round, or the next stitch, put your hook in, pull up a loop, and single crochet. And you're going to do this all the way around. Single crochet. So I'm going to continue doing this. When I get to the end, I'll join up with you and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so we're down to the last stitch. You're going to put your hook in the last stitch, draw up a loop, and single crochet. Then this is the stitch where you will slip stitch into. So you put your hook in, pull your loop through, and then pull it through. Now sometimes I like to leave the stitch marker on the single crochet round and then do the next round, and then do the stitch marker again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 2. Okay, and this is where we slip stitched. So we're going to put a double crochet in that stitch. So your yarn over, you put your hook in. So you yarn over and you put your hook in that stitch right there. And if it's easier for you to take that out, then take it out. So yarn over, put your hook in that stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that's 1 double crochet. Now you're going to put a double crochet in each of the holes, or the stitches. So your next stitch is double crochet, and your next stitch is double crochet, and you just keep doing that all the way around. And I will meet up with you at the end. And like I said, 1 double crochet in every stitch around, and so every single little hole up on top here, that's where you put 1 single crochet, or 1 double crochet in every stitch, 1 double crochet, and I will meet you up at the end. So do a couple more with you. 1 double crochet. And I'm sorry, I should have done that at the beginning of the round. This is round 6 now. Round 6 we're on. So I'm coming to the end of round 6. I'm coming to the end of round 6. I'm just finishing up the few double crochets that I need to do. Okay, so I've done all the double crochets all the way around. So you're going to find the double crochet at the top of this chain here, and you're going to put your hook through, and you're going to pull your loop through, and you're going to pull your loop through. That's called slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to go back into that same stitch, and you're going to single crochet. Now what I like to do, take your stitch marker, put it in those 2 bars. Okay, and now this round you're going to do single crochets all the way around. So in the next stitch you're going to put your hook through, pull up a loop, and go through 2. And this is all you're going to do for this round. And this is row 7. We're on row 7. Single crochets. Now the thing I like about crocheting hats is that you can make any design you want. I always tell people that crochet is 98% imagination and 2% application. That's my opinion on crochet. And like I said, single crochet all the way around. And I'm going to meet up with you at the end. Okay, so we're now down at the last stitch of this row. So we've done the last stitch of the row. We're going to join with a slip stitch to the very first stitch right there. Trying to get it at the top. Pull through and pull through. I take this marker out, and so now we're on a double crochet round, and this is round 8. Round 8, round 8. Now, when you just keep going with the double crochets and the single crochet rows. When you have 1, 2, 3, when you have 6 of these single crochet rows, then I will show you how to do the rest. So now this is a double crochet round. So we're gonna chain 2. I'm gonna go right back into that place you slip stitched, and you're gonna do a double crochet. And you just keep doing double crochets in every stitch all the way around, and I will meet you when I get up at the end. Okay, we're coming to the end of round 8, and we are last double crochet in round 8. Then we are going to slip stitch into the top of this 3rd chain, like there and there. So round 9 is a row of single crochets. So chain 1 and go back in, pull up a loop and go through 2, and that's your first single crochet. Take your stitch marker and place it in that first single crochet so that you know where to slip stitch when you get around to the end. So we are going to single crochet, so you go in, pull up a loop, go through 2, and you just single crochet all the way around like so. So you single crochet all the way around. I'll meet you up when we get at the back or at the end of the row. So we're coming up to the last stitch on row 9. So the last stitch, you single crochet, then you slip stitch into the first single crochet like so, and take that out. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to count the number of single crochet rounds. So this is round 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet. So we have 4 rounds of single crochet. We need to do 2 more rounds because you need 6 rounds of single crochet altogether. Okay, so we need to do 2 more rounds. But right now we're going to do chain 2 and I think I chain 2. So chain 2, and then in that same stitch, that slip stitch, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go through 2 and through 2, so that's a double crochet. Now you're going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch around until you get at the end. So it's 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and you just keep doing that all the way around until you get to the end. I'm hoping that I have enough yarn to finish this hat. If I don't, I will add some more color to it. And that's what I mean. Imagination, 98% imagination, 2% application. It doesn't have to be all one color. It can be other colors. So this is round 10 that we're doing. Round 10 is 1 double crochet in every stitch. So I'll meet you up at the end when I'm done this round. Okay, so we're coming to the end of round 10. So I'm going to finish my double crochets in this. So there's my double crochets. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of this first one. There we go. Now we're going to chain 1, slip stitch into the first one, or a single crochet in the first stitch, is the same as a slip stitch. Then we're going to take my stitch marker, and we're going to put the stitch marker right in here, like so. And now this round we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So in the next stitch you're going to put your hook through, pull up a loop, and go through 2. And you're just going to do that all the way around, like so. And you got to be careful with these slippy stitch, or with these splitty yarns. So single crochet all around in this yarn, or in this row. This is row 11. Okay, so single crochet all the way around row 11. I'll meet you up at the end. Okay, so we're coming to the end of round 11. The last stitch of round 11. So we're done that round, and we're going to start round 12. Now round 12, we're going to like slip stitch to this one. Now round 12 is going to be 1 round of single crochets. So if you count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the 5th round of single crochets. So you chain 1 and single crochet in there, and I take my stitch marker, put it there, and then single crochet all the way around. So we're going to need 1 more round of double crochets and 1 more round of single crochets, because you want to make sure that you have 6 rounds, which is this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the 5th round. You want to make sure you have 6 rounds of single crochets. So do up this round of single crochets, then we'll do a round of double crochets, and then the last round of single crochets. Be right back. So I'm coming up to the end of round 12, the end of round 12, and then we're going to start round 13. So the end of round 12 is, like I said, single crochets, then you slip stitch into there. Okay, then we're going to start round 13. So round 13 is double crochets in each stitch around, and double crochets in each stitch around. So chain 2 does not count. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2 and go through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through 2. So this is the last round of this is a round of double crochets before the last 4 rounds. And then after this round of double crochets, we will do a round of single crochets, and then we will start with the bottom of the hat. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll meet you up at the end when I get to the end. Okay, coming up to the end of the row. Last stitch. And then slip stitch. Okay. So that's round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do a round of single crochets. That'll make round 6 of the single crochets, so we're on round number 14. So chain 1, single crochet, and put the stitch marker in so you know where they end off. If you're really good and you don't need the stitch marker, just toddle off on by your own. and single crochet in the next stitch, and then just keep putting 1 single crochet in every stitch around. I will meet you up at the end when I'm done. Okay, so we are almost to the end. I got 1 more single crochet stitch to do, and then I slip stitch to that one, take this out, because the next 3 rounds we're going to do double crochets. So the first round is double crochets, the next 2 rounds after that are 1 front post and 1 back post. So we're going to do the double crochet round, yarn over, or chain 2 and double crochet in the first stitch, and then double crochet in every stitch around, and you just keep doing that until you get all the way around to the end, and then I will meet up with you and I will show you the next 2 rounds. Well, technically the next 3 rounds, because there's a round of single crochets in there, but I will meet up with you after you've done this round of double crochet. So we're coming up on the end of this round. And that is round of double crochets, slip stitch. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 rounds of single crochets. And now we're going to start the 15 round 15. And this round 15 is chain 2 and 1 front post, 1 back post. One front post. And you don't necessarily have to do this. You could do it my cobblestone way. You could do it just single front posts all the way around. You could do it just back posts all the way around. There's so many borders you can do on this. This makes it look really nice. I'm working on doing some more hats. But like I said, this makes it look really nice. If I can not catch myself. So I'm going to let you go toddling off. 1 front post, 1 back post, 1 front post, 1 back post, and you do that all the way around. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the 1 front post, 1 back post. And I'm going to get this done. Then we have 1 more round of 1 front post, 1 back post. Okay, and then you slip stitch to the first double crochet, slip stitch. Now the next round we're doing 1 front post, 1 back post. So your front post is your front post. Oh, actually chain 2. Chain 2. So we just finished completing round 15. Now we're on round 16. So you chain 2 and you do a front post, and a back post, and a front post, and a back post. And you just keep doing this all the way around. Now, I will say I do not recommend putting faux fur or anything like that on baby hats. The smaller the hook, the smaller the hat, the bigger the hook, the bigger the hat. So I'm going to finish this round, and then I want to show you what to do on the last round. So this is our second round of 1 front post, 1 back post. So I will meet you up at the end. Okay, we're at the last stitch, which is a front post, and we are going to slip stitch to the first double crochet. Okay, so that is the end of round 16. We're going to do round 17, which is a round of single crochets all the way around, and then we will be done the hat. We will have to tie in the ends. I always say you're not done the hat until you tie in your ends, but I will show you how to do this. So we are going to complete round 17 of single crochets. So chain 1, and I'll just talk to you while I'm doing this. So 1 single crochet. You can still put your stitch marker in there if you feel comfortable doing that, so you know where to end. So just 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Oh, there's a knot. That's where the yarn ends and the new yarn begins. So we're in a different color now. Come on. So yeah, like I said, 1 single crochet all the way around. And this, my friends, is how you crochet a preemie / baby hat. Now, like I've said to you before, if you have a large yarn, it's going to be a little bit bigger hat. If you have a small yarn, it's going to be a little bit small hat. It all depends on the hook that you use, because like I said, right now I'm using a size 4 millimeter crochet hook. If you use a size 5, for example, on this, it will be bigger. If you use a 3.75, it'll be smaller. And like I said, you know, you just play with the yarn, play with the hook, see what you like, see what you don't like. My next video, I'm going to show you how to do the C2C stitch, which is corner to corner. And I hope you like my videos. So if you like the video, the algorithm would really appreciate you popping a like down for the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, right down there, there's a subscribe button. So if you want to subscribe, just hit that button, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified of more content tutorial to come. Now, the reason I say content tutorials is that I could do like yarn hauls. So that's the last single crochet. Then we're gonna slip stitch into the first, and we're going to slip stitch through that, pull it taut like so. Then we are going to snip the yarn. There is the hat. It is done. It is finished. I'm gonna put this here. And that was 17 rounds. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, you got 17 rounds in here. I'm miscounting. So what you do is you hide in your ends or tie in your ends. You have 2 of them. You have one on the inside, one on the outside. And then you fold it like that. And there is your preemie hat. And it is a preemie hat because it's like 4 fingers. Preemies are usually 4 fingers. Whereas this one is more of a bigger baby. Like if you put it down like that, it's still a bigger baby hat. because it's more than 4 fingers, I can actually put like that. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger. You know, sometimes you get a 10-pound baby and the head will be really big. That's what these bigger hats are for. These smaller hats are definitely for preemie babies, and that is how you do a preemie hat. Now that I've showed you how to do that, I hope you liked the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and just kind of set things like that. The measurements of this hat, actually from top to bottom, it measures approximately 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches approximately. Now from side to side, it measures about 4.5 from side to side, which is 8. So it's almost 9 inches. It's almost 9 inches from width. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, there's a subscribe button just down here, and click the bell icon. Click all on the bell icon. You'll be notified of more videos to come, and I will be doing more videos because, as I have said, I'm off work right now to do a herniated disc, and I don't know how long that will take to repair itself. I will be starting physio on Monday. So if you have, I know times are tough right now for everybody, if you have a few extra dollars and you want to donate to the channel, just click the PayPal link below and you can donate through PayPal. That's the easiest thing. I am not monetized. I do all of these videos and yarn hauls and crochet hook reviews. I purchase everything myself, and all the money that is donated to the channel will go back into the channel for more stuff, content, etc. If you find something on YouTube that you like to do or are interested in doing, don't quit, because eventually it'll be like a light bulb goes off in your head and you'll be like, oh, that's how you do it. You all have a great day, evening, weekend, wherever you may be. You guessed it, you know it, it's coming. Keep on hooking, everybody. Keep on hooking. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.